Whoa! Can it be? The HD camera is back, people. Yes, this is Chase Oliver 68. Now, I'm breaking the rail here. I'm breaking the fourth wall, I guess people would call it. I'm not discussing wrestling, MMA, or sports in this video. I do more than that. What are we gonna listen to? Well, I do like movies, and I guess I'm gonna review a movie. And the movie I'm gonna review is the latest Transformers movie, Transformers: Dark of the Moon. Now, be warned, there will be semi-spoilers in this movie. Semi-spoilers, just gonna name a couple characters. It's not a big deal. It's not like I'm gonna spoil the whole movie to you guys. But if you guys feel like it's kind of spoilers to the part, just exit out of the video. I don't want to spoil this movie for any of you guys. But let me just get off the bat. Thank God we actually got a good Transformers movie. Like, really, we did get a good Transformers movie. Now, people can say this movie sucks. People will probably say this movie sucks. But hell, it was better than 1 or 2 whose plots made no fucking sense. See, when I go into a movie, I want a good plot. And 1 and 2 did not give me that plot. 1 and 2 just basically introduced me to Megan Fox and how she's hot. Well, basically 1, 2 had her running through the desert, making her boobs going, oh my god, Megan Fox. You know, that's what it looked like. Yes, the action scenes, holy crap. Who could keep track of what was going on in 1 and 2? It was confusing. It was just, I just felt 1 and 2 were clusterfucks. They were terrible in my opinion. They just felt like another Michael Bay film where it's just like explosion over here, explosion over there, and all this other stuff. Now you look at this movie, and you look at the runtime. The runtime is 2 hours and 45 minutes. Holy shit. Am I going to be seeing through a Michael Bay film where it's just going to be explosions every minute and action? I mean, don't get me wrong, action movies are tight, but there always has to be some type of story to make me engage in the movie, and I'm proud to say there is a story. It's an interesting one because I can tell you this. I have a small bladder. My bladder is terrible. I pee if I just drink, like, see this one little water bottle? I drink all this, I have to go pee. And same thing happened in the movie. I had to pee. I held in my piss during this movie. This is the 4th time ever I've ever done that for a movie. I went to the bathroom during both Hangovers, which I thought were very funny movies. I went to the bathroom during the first 2 Transformers. I went to the bathroom during X-Men's First Class. I went to the bathroom during all 3 X-Men. I went to the bathroom during Spider-Man 1. That didn't go during Spider-Man 2 though. That was one of my other few movies that I haven't gone to the bathroom for. Spider-Man 3, I went to the bathroom, you know, bunch of movies I can name. But this movie, it had me enthralled. The plot in this movie is very good. This is my only gripe though, that I didn't like, and I'll discuss it later on. But basically, let me go with the overview of the movie. So the overview of the movie is, you know, Sam Witwicky, played by Shia LaBeouf, he's basically done with college. He's moving on in the big world. He has a new girlfriend, Michaela. Megan Fox's character dumped him, and no longer in the cast. Thank God, Megan Fox. Although she's good to look at, just notice, if you look at her pictures, she has toe thumbs. Like, her finger, her like, fingers are like little toes. They're disgusting. They're not cute. But she's still good to look at. But she gets replaced with a new girl. Forgot the actress's name. She's a Victoria's Secret model. I believe her name in the movie, I always forget. It's like something. We're just gonna call her Lacey. I don't know her name. I'm just gonna call her Lacey. And I'm too lazy to look up the computer name. But he gets a new girlfriend, and this new girlfriend, she is very good looking, I gotta say. She does a very good job for never acting in a movie before. I gotta give her props for that. I did enjoy some of her stuff in this movie. She did a very good job. You could feel the emotion with her. But basically, Sam, you know, he's no longer doing stuff. The Autobots, they're working for the military now, solving defense problems and all this good stuff. One day, though, they find out that during 1961, during the War for Cybertron, which is when the year it probably took place, there was a spacecraft, and the spacecraft fell on the dark side of the moon. Title drop. But on the dark side of the moon was carrying the key to, you know, the war for Cybertron and what was going to happen. Now, this part will be kind of spoiler part, so if you guys want to continue watching this review, but you just don't want to hear the spoiler part, I'll give a thumbs up when I'm done with the spoilers, and then continue on. So, if you guys don't want to be spoiled by this part, mute the volume or X out of the video. Doesn't matter to me. But what happens was, what was in the package was Sentinel Prime. Sentinel Prime is Optimus's old mentor, and he had these things called the Ark, and the Ark can carry through time and space, and Sentinel was going to set up the Ark at Cybertron so that way he can get all the old Autobots to help destroy the Decepticons. Apparently that was the plan. But it turns out all the Arks are missing, and Optimus and his crew go to get Sentinel. They go to help find Sentinel. They get Sentinel back on Earth, and that's pretty much it. So basically the overview is they find this old friend of Optimus's, and the rest is history. Now the story, like I said, it's very griping. What they do with Optimus and his old friend, and the reason why I'm saying old friend, if you guys don't understand, is because I don't want to spoil the person for you, is that they make it more intense. It makes you care when that final battle happens between Optimus and his old friend. And it's just like I said, the story makes you think, and it blows your mind at some points. I just really like the story. The only problem I didn't like, though, was why was Chow from The Hangover trying to play comic relief in this movie? Do we really need a comic relief every freaking Transformers movie? Why can't it just be a serious movie? I mean, Transformers movies, yes, they can have some comedy in it. I hated the comedy, though, in Transformers 2 with those two black robots. Those two twin robots acting like black people with the grills. If you guys try to deny that shit, that wasn't racist, that was. They had grills in their mouth, and they were freaking cracking black jokes in that black tone, making it seem like black people are always acting like that. It's not true. That was racist. I didn't like that, but, you know, it just, you know, I lost my train of thought. But basically, this one, you know, you didn't really need comic relief for it. And it just really sets up that they really do care. Now, the one thing, though, I gotta give props to about Megan Fox's character was, at least with Michaela and Sam, you can actually believe there was love there and that Sam would do anything to have her. But with this new character, it just didn't feel the same. You know, I'm thinking to myself, as a logical person, you know, when people look into movies, people go say, like most people will say, how are you just degrading the Transformers 1 and 2 and saying they're terrible? I mean, dude, you see me in my wrestling reviews, how I degrade stuff by bits and pieces, and how I look things outside of the box, and I look at the wrestlers more as a person than just as an in-ring performer, and you know that. Same with movies. I like to pick shit apart. But at least, like, you know, you want some logical sense into this. And I just don't understand what makes sense where how Michaela, Megan Fox's character, can break up with Sam, Shia LaBeouf's character, after all they've been through. It makes no sense. How does she get dumped by that? How does she dump him after she runs through the desert with him and she fucking gets blown up by a... Well, not blown up, but she gets... the ground gets shot from them. Sam goes blind, she goes blind, and she's crying. She's like, Sam, wake up, I love you, Sam, I love you. Like, I don't get that. I really don't. And it just blows my mind. It just really, like, just really did not like it. But, you know, all in all, Transformers 3, like, I really did like this movie. The thing that I liked is, I knew what was going on the whole time. I wasn't lost. You know, there's one couple parts in the movie where you're like, oh my god, this is kind of meh. But other parts are just like, it was good, you know. It had its action moments. The action scenes were pretty good. Introduction of 2 new Decepticons and a new Autobot, you know. Well, a couple new Autobots, actually. It just felt like a very good Transformers movie with a sensible plot. And then, if you wanted to, Michael Bay, I don't think you should, but if you want to push that extra mile and want to make a 4th one, be my guest. You could try to make a 4th one. I don't know if it will be as good as this 3rd one, you know. normally people go, the first one's always the best, the second one sucks, and the third one will never live up to it. Kind of like the Spider-Man trilogy, in my opinion. That's how I view the Spider-Man trilogy. But the third one for Transformers was actually the best one, mainly because there was a sensible plot. The characters I could care for more often. Like, I would care for them. You know, I felt like attached at some point to the characters in this movie, which I didn't feel in the first two. And there's just moments where it just makes you feel, damn, that shit's going down. You know, it's a good action movie by Michael Bay. Is it the best of this year? I wouldn't say it's the best of this year. If I grade movies out of 5, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. It was a very good movie. I mean, if you guys say, oh, I'm downgrading this movie and I should be giving it a 5 out of 5, I gave X-Men First Class, which was a good movie, a 3.5 out of 5. And I'm giving Thor, and I gave Thor a 4 out of 5 because Thor was very entertaining. But the thing was, this one is just like, it just felt really good. And I could arguably give this a 4. There's just only a couple problems that I didn't like with it. But if I kind of went in with my problems with it, it would kind of lead into spoilers. And I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys. I already spoiled a little bit with the overview. But overall, you know, if you want a good summer blockbuster, and if you're just a fan of the Transformers series, like, don't get me wrong, I do like the Transformers series. I've been a fan of Transformers since I was a little kid. And when I heard the movies were coming out, I was geeked up. And the movies weren't what I was expecting, you know. They were still enjoyable to watch, you know, if you turned off your brain and you just wanted to watch an action movie, they were enjoyable to watch. It's just like, if this third movie played as the second movie, like I'm saying, if you got rid of Revenge of the Fallen, you just said, fuck Revenge of the Fallen, this movie is a piece of shit, let's go to number 3 instead. If you would have put this as the second movie, this series would be damn interesting. But instead you wait this long, because you wait this long and you finally give us this third movie that everyone wants to see, especially Transformer fans. It just, you know, just really ruins it. It just really doesn't feel like, damn, I want to see the next sequel. I do want to see the next sequel after this movie. Don't get me wrong, the next sequel, if you're a Transformers fan, and you see the ending to this movie, and you think outside the box like I do, you'll know what's coming. If you guys want to know, and you kind of want to, like, see what I'm trying to think at, message me, and I'll tell you straight up what could happen. But, anyways, I'm Chase Oliver 68. Hope you guys liked this Transformers Revenge of the Dark Moon. God, Dark Side of the Moon. Stupid Chase. Get your movie titles right. Don't confuse a shitty Transformers movie with a good one. But if you guys like this movie review, just give me a thumbs up, dislike this video. Like, I want positive and negative feedback for this. This is kind of like my first ever movie review. It's kind of hard to review movies without spoiling, because I don't really want to spoil you guys with, like, all the details. But I just want to give a good review out there and bring something new to my channel. I don't want my channel to just be known as wrestling and stuff. I want to do other stuff too. I don't want to just be known as just a... I love being part of the YWC, but I want to be open-minded. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff for everyone to enjoy. They can come to my channel and be like, yeah, that's Chase Oliver 68. He's chill. But anyways, thanks to you all for watching. I'm coming up close to the camera. You all know what that means.